So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We are just getting started. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide.
Shot, surely! No, just not quite. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And here's Stoichkov. Stoichkov making good progress on the right-hand side. That's the throw. And it's Salah. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Lovely feet. Stoichkov. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Fermin. Oh, it's Seedorf. Oh, it's Eze. He's shifting through the gears here. Eze. Oh, well played, well played. Seedorf takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Number 17.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, well played. It's Valverde. And this is And Stoichkov! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Benfica really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Stoichkov. Koku. Oh, they could break here. Arsenal are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Now it's Eto'o. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Stoichkov really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that is a little undercooked. Turan. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's a key interception. Valverde. He won't be happy with that one. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Tries to play it through. It's a pretty loose pass. Musiala. And it's Salah. Now it's Musiala. Fermin. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Stoichkov. Eze, who is rarely short on confidence. Stoichkov! Now, what about a counter-attack? Elise in acres of space out wide. Musiala, Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, can they get him away? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Davids pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's found... Can he finish? Valverde. But it's Thuram. Wirtz. Great vision. And the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Benfica have their second corner now. Stoichkov goes short. No way through, so back it comes. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, delightful ball. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Benfica go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution.
The second period is underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Seedorf running with intent. Vermeer never out of the action for very long. Benfica do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Benfica needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Batistuta. And it's Rivaldo. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's having a good look here. Great chance here to level it up. Rivaldo!
Arsenal, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
Ribéry. Mbappe. Mbappe! Benfica still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Knocks it into space, thinks about the shot. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good
The attendance for
intentions.
this match was 62,005.
And here's Rivaldo. Koku, a man never lacking in drive or determination. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it's...
And the finish! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
He leaps for it! Goal! Benfica! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not...
There's the shot! Davids. Benfica perhaps contemplating their next change here. Short changes him with that pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's found a way through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's an excellent interception. Not the most... Oh, what a mistake! Big chance! It's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike!
After 80 minutes is
That was a
number
given.
10.
It always was.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space. And the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Number 16, Fairman.
Well, that has
Coming on
changed
the
the
field,
dynamic somewhat.
Number 6,
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And back to the keeper they go. Bayer sends that a long way. And he cuts out the supply. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Azar. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. And this is Hullet. Mbappe. Ribéry. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now that looks a decent ball. He's having a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
For Benfica, after
With
89
fun and
minutes
fury,
is
they continue to do their thing.
Ribéry.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning.
Real chance!
Added minutes has been indicated.
Now that was quite some save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Terrific effort! Harmlessly behind. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Can he get it through? Seedorf. And it's Ibrahimovic. And that is as far as it goes. Benfica have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial
Fellow
setback.
attendees, this is
Batistita
a forced
picking up
children's
the Man of the
announcement.
Match award,
Please keep
and
your
no
eyes on your
surprise there.
children during the match at all times.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, thanks to Jim along.